Here is the full English translation of your story. Gohan and the Lotus Journey, from chaos to blooming. Gohan and the Lotus Journey, from chaos to blooming. Gohan was full of potential. He had clear goals to train his body, grow his career, and improve his personal life. He wasn't lacking motivation. Every day, he watched inspirational videos, listened to podcasts, and read self-help books. But when it came time to take real action, he would easily get pulled into his phone, social media, or fleeting distractions. He fell into a familiar loop: procrastination, self-blame, then procrastination again. Over time, Gohan realized he wasn't lazy. It was his mind silently working against him. His mind was constantly trying to avoid discomfort, always seeking instant pleasure. According to Eastern philosophy, the mind is like a wild monkey, jumping from one thought to another, never still. The Buddha once said, "The greatest enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts." And that was exactly what Gohan was facing. The first step in the Lotus method is awareness. When Gohan realized that his mental resistance was simply a natural reaction to discomfort, he stopped blaming himself. Instead of forcing himself to act, he learned to observe his mind calmly, like someone standing beside a river, quietly watching the current of thoughts flow by. After some time of observation, Gohan came to a deeper truth. Forcing himself to act wasn't a sustainable path. One day, while exploring Eastern philosophy, he came across a teaching from Lao Tzu, the great Taoist sage, about Wu Wei, the art of effortless action. One phrase stayed with him: "By letting go, all things are done." At first, it sounded contradictory, but the more he reflected, the more Gohan understood. It was his resistance to reality that was draining him. Instead of seeing challenges as enemies, he began to embrace them as a natural part of life's flow. No fighting, no forcing, like water flowing around a rock, yet still moving forward. This was the second step in the Lotus method: letting go. Letting go of resistance isn't giving up, it's finding harmony within effort. True strength doesn't come from force, but from aligning with the natural rhythm of life. However, even after learning to let go, Gohan's mind was not yet at peace. He still felt caught in endless thoughts, as if doing something was the only way to feel purposeful. In his search for deeper stillness, Gohan discovered Zazen, the seated meditation practice of Japanese Zen. At first, just sitting in silence seemed simple, but it became his greatest challenge. In stillness, his mind felt like a storm, full of thoughts, worries, and restlessness. But then he remembered the words of Zen Master Dogen: "If you cannot find the truth where you are standing, where else do you expect to find it?" Day by day, meditation slowly quieted Gohan's mind. Like a lake after the wind, only when the wind stops does the water become clear. And as he stopped chasing everything, Gohan began to see the true nature of difficulties. They weren't obstacles, but opportunities to grow. This was the third step in the Lotus method: stillness. In stillness, Gohan found the foundation to nurture his inner strength, a mind no longer restless, but starting to shine from within. Even so, Gohan soon realized stillness alone wasn't enough. He understood that deep awareness must be translated into concrete action. Otherwise, it would remain just knowledge in his head. He sought out Shaolin monks, those who both meditate deeply and train their bodies with great discipline. In them, every movement, every act, no matter how small, was done with mindfulness. They didn't just sit in meditation, they lived meditation. They acted with full presence. Gohan began practicing the same. Instead of multitasking, he chose one task at a time and gave it his full attention. Whether training, working, or taking care of himself, he treated each act as a mental exercise. No rushing, no distraction, just full presence in each moment. This was the fourth step in the Lotus method: intentional action. When a calm mind is brought into every action, Gohan was no longer swept away. He was truly living with purpose and clarity. Yet even after practicing all four steps, Gohan still felt something was missing. The results hadn't come as he had hoped. He started to doubt. Am I doing this right? Why hasn't anything changed? That was when the image of a lotus flower appeared in his mind, a sacred symbol in Eastern philosophy. A lotus does not rush to bloom. It quietly rises from the mud, pushes through murky water, and only then opens in the sunlight. Gohan realized that personal growth is the same. It cannot be rushed. Everything he was doing, even if right, still needed time to bloom. If he kept expecting instant results, he would always feel tired and disappointed. And this is the final step in the Lotus method: patience. Gohan learned to be gentle with himself, to stop comparing, to stop pushing. He focused only on each small step every day, trusting that the lotus will bloom in its own time. Let me know if you'd like a formatted PDF version of this story, or need audio narration or video script adaptation.